Hello, new friends. Thank you for joining me for the second half of the calendar video. In this one, we'll go from July through December. You can let me know if you like this one better or if you liked the, I'd almost called a crunchy sound from the suitcase one. So, see, this one's much quieter. We're in July 2024 now, and this is a calendar of saints and feasts, and our saint this month is Saint Junipero Serra. He was a Franciscan missionary from 1713 to 1784. Well, that was when he was alive, but he was a Franciscan missionary, not every one of those years. And he established the Franciscan missions in California. Father Junipero Serra was the embodiment of a church which goes forth, a church which sets out to bring everywhere the reconciling tenderness of God. He left his native land and its way of life. He was excited about blazing trails, going forth to meet many people, learning and valuing their particular customs and ways of life. He made those whom he met his brothers and sisters. Junipero sought to defend the dignity of the native community, to protect it from those who had mistreated and abused it. And this was said by Pope Francis at the Holy Mass and canonization of Blessed Father Junipero Serra on September 23rd, 2015. So as you can see, he's quite a recent saint. So let's see. Saint Junipero Serra, the Carmel Mission Basilica, Carmel by the Sea, California. And this photo is licensed from Shutterstock. So let's check out what's going on in the Catholic Church in July. Oh, and I did look up some of the things I was going to say we had questions about, but maybe just I had questions about in the last one. So you might remember there was a little fish. And we knew one meant that you abstained from meat that day. But for Good Friday and Ash Wednesday, there was a different colored fish, which also meant you fast and abstain. And then these are the colors that you wear. So you could wear green or white for St. Junipero Serra's feast day. Oh, here's St. Thomas the Apostle. This is Independence Day in the U.S. But you can see mostly this month, it's green. A few days where you can wear white or red for the martyrs. So we've got, we've got St. James the Apostle. And here's a fun one. This is St. Joachim and Anne, the blessed parents of our Virgin Mary. So that's good. And here's St. Ignatius of Loyola. If you've ever done the Ignatian exercises, that's from him. And let's see, we get our fun Catholic Extensions fact. In its history, Catholic Extension has supported projects in every state. Last year, Catholic Extension supported projects in 40 states and territories. And I feel like it's probably not necessary, but just to be clear, I have no connection with Catholic Extension at all. I got this as a free calendar at my church. So I'm just reading the facts. I'm not promoting them. I assume they do good work, but I cannot personally vouch for them. If you're thinking of giving a donation, I would say do research, which is what I recommend for all giving. All right, so now we're in August, and we've got Saint. Did I even get that whole thing? There we go. Bernard de or of Claire. Oh, and this is a great prayer, the Memorare. Remember, O most gracious Virgin Mary, that never was it known that anyone who fled to thy protection, implored thy help, or sought thine intercession was left unaided. Inspired by this confidence, I fly unto thee, O Virgin of Virgins, my Mother. To thee do I come, before thee I stand, sinful and sorrowful. O Mother of the Word incarnate, despise not my petitions, but in thy mercy hear and answer me. Amen. And this is one, I did not know this. The Memorare prayer was attributed to Saint Bernard. So here's an apparition of the Blessed Virgin to Saint Bernard by Filippino Lippi, who worked on it, I guess, from 1485 to 1487. Badia Florentina, Florence. And I don't know. Oh gosh, I think I can't see. There you go. That's the information. And I think this usually means where it can be found. There were certainly other ones where it said museums. So maybe that's a museum of some sort. I'm not familiar with it. Alright. So let's see what we've got for August, shall we? Even for a lo-fi video, this is pretty lo-fi. August 2024. Each year, Catholic Extension subsidizes the amazing work of hundreds of priests and women religious serving the poor living on the margins. Oh, so here we got St. Alphonsus Liguori. He did my favorite version of Stations of the Cross. Then let's see. Oh, here's the Transfiguration of the Lord. That is also the fourth luminous mystery. Here's the dedication of the Basilica of St. Mary Major. I'm not 100% sure why that's important, but apparently it is. Oh, here's one of my absolute favorites, St. Maximilian Kolbe, priest and martyr. If you're not familiar with his story, I very much encourage you to go look it up. He sacrificed himself in Auschwitz, Dachau, I'm pretty sure Auschwitz, so that a father and husband could be spared. And that's how he died, so he's a martyr. And then we've got the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. That is a holy day. You can see any day that you are expected to be at church is in bold red. I'm not going through all of the saints because you can see how many days have something. It would take a lot. But here's St. Monica and then St. Augustine. And here's the Passion of St. John the Baptist. There are a lot of saints' days in August. All right. What's next, you ask? Well, let's find out together. Just in case you didn't read, you probably did not read the previous video, but didn't watch it, I let people know that I have not seen this calendar before. I got it at my parish, and I am experiencing it for the first time right along with you. So every page is a surprise to me, as it is to you. This is a fun and exciting choice. We've got Saints Andrew, and I'm going to mispronounce this. I'm sorry, I'll do my best. Kim Taegon. And companions. So Saint Andrew Kim, who lived from 1821 to 1846, so keep in mind, right, 25 years old, martyred for his faith alongside 102 Korean martyrs. O God, who have been pleased to increase your adopted children in all the world, and who made the blood of the martyrs, Saint Andrew Kim Taegon, apologies for mispronunciation, and his companions, a most fruitful seed of Christians, grant that we may be defended by their help and profit always from their example. These are readings from the Memorial Mass of St. Andrew Kim and his companions, martyrs. And it's just another example of how universal the church is. There are saints from all corners of the world. Everyone is welcome. So the 103 Korean martyred saints, South Korea. Though, as this shows, and many of our martyrs show, being welcomed into the church doesn't always mean you're welcome in the rest of the world. So let's see the fact here. Catholic Extension supports vibrant campus ministry programs serving about 125,000 university students each year. You know, it's funny how your brain fills things in, but at first I thought that this was going to say 125,000 universities, and I was like, I don't think so. But students makes much more sense. And look who we have this month. So in September, so we have St. Gregory the Great, but St. Teresa of Calcutta. Many of us were alive when she was alive, making her a saint for our day. The Exaltation of the Holy Cross. I'm not really familiar with that, but from the name, I get the idea. The Most Holy Name of Mary. Here's another St. Peter Claver. Oh, here we go. St. Robert Bellarmine, Bishop and Doctor of the Church, and St. Hildegard of Bingen, Virgin and Doctor of the Church. So, anybody, man or woman, can be a Doctor of the Church. Oh, here's the one that we celebrate up at the top with St. Andrew Kim and the other martyrs. And here, one very special to me because I am very active in St. Vincent de Paul, but the feast of St. Vincent de Paul on the 27th. And the fact that it's a Friday that year is giving me ideas. Gotta think about how we can celebrate. Here's St. Wenceslas from the story. You know, looked down on the feast of Stephen. And then St. Pius of Pietrelcina, which I'm fairly confident is Padre Pio. But it's funny when they don't use that name. Maybe it is somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that's him. Alright, on to October, you say? Very good. Here we go. We have got in October, and if you watched the last video, I mentioned in May that May and October are the months of Our Lady. But we have our Lady of the Rosary. The family that prays together stays together. I just want to put in here, that's a very nice thing to say. It is not some sort of absolute truth. So if you feel like you prayed with your family and it still didn't work, you didn't do anything wrong. Gotta be careful of little sayings like that. The Holy Rosary, by age-old tradition, has shown itself particularly effective as a prayer which brings the family together. Individual family members, in turning their eyes toward Jesus, also regain the ability to look one another in the eye. I don't know that this is really true. To communicate, to show solidarity, to forgive one another, and to see their covenant of love renewed in the Spirit of God. And that was by Pope St. John Paul II in his apostolic letter, Rosarium Virginis Mariae, in October 2002. So he knows a lot more than I do and is much more holy, but I'm just saying, just because people are reciting a prayer doesn't mean they're taking it in. So, do I absolutely believe this could help and that families should pray together? Yes. Oh my gosh, do I think it makes a difference? Of course I do. But if you pray really hard and you still feel like you don't have a solid or supportive family, would just keep it up and not worry about the outcome too much. I guess that's what I'm saying. So this picture is Our Lady of the Rosary. You can see the rosary here. And then baby Jesus is holding a rosary, or toddler Jesus, I guess, holding a rosary. It's by Leopold Krupelweiser. Painted it from 1839 to 1840. The Dominican Church of Vienna. And this is licensed by iStock by Getty Images, in case you were worried about that. I assume they have to put it on there for copyright purposes. October is one of my favorite months. It probably is my favorite month. Here in the US, we celebrate Halloween, and it's starting to feel like fall. So, good stuff. Since 1905, Catholic Extension has made a significant impact on the physical presence of the church by building or repairing 12,700 church buildings throughout America. It's a lot. Oh, so we have the feast day of St. Therese. That's the little flower. A lot of people are devoted to her. She, by the way, was also a doctor of the church. And then we have guardian angels on the 2nd, St. Francis of Assisi on the 4th, and St. Faustina Kowalska and Blessed Francis Xavier Seelos on the 5th. So this is a big week, a lot going on. St. Faustina is the Divine Mercy. Divine Mercy, Sacred Heart of Jesus. Shoot, I just forgot. Alright, don't quote me. I'll look it up another time and share. Or if you look it up, let us know. Let's see. Our Lady of the Rosary. Oh, St. Ignatius of Antioch. I like to say the word Antioch. St. Hedwig. Like Harry Potter. Maybe you like that one. Oh, look at this. Man, you learn something new all the time, I tell you. So here's St. Therese of the Little Flower. And here's St. Teresa of Jesus, another doctor of the church. I'm telling you, this name, Therese or Teresa, very holy people. And here we've got St. John Paul II, a favorite for many of us, I'm sure. And we've got Saint Simon and Jude, apostles. So this isn't Peter Simon, this is the other Simon. Simon the Zealot, I believe. That's what he was called. Alright, we're getting toward the end of the year now. Man, these videos go longer than I expect, so thank you if you're still here. I hope you're enjoying it. Oh, here's another great saint. I say as if there's like horrible ones or something. So this is Saint Martin de Porres. He was a lay brother of the Dominican order, born in Peru, and lived from 1579 to 1639. He was a humble mulatto friar, known as the Apostle of Charity for his work on behalf of the poor. He excused others' faults, forgave the most grievous wrongs, convinced that he was worthy of much graver punishments for his sins. He tried to bring sinners to the right path, willingly assisted the sick, provided food, clothing, and medicines to the poor, assisted the peasants, blacks, and mestizos, who at that time carried out the lowest trades, in such a way that he was called by the popular voice Martin of Charity. That was by Pope John the 23rd at the Holy Mass and Canonization of Blessed Martin de Porres on May 6th, 1962. And this is a picture of him. And I think how different this approach of saints is to what we almost hear in the world, right? We're supposed to think ourselves worthy only of good, and that there should never be a bad thing done to us or said to us. And here we have this amazing man who I'm sure went through so much suffering and just willing to accept it in humility, and in that true humility where he forgets self and just thinks about serving God. And if we all did this and stopped worrying about what was in it for us or how we were being treated, oh, what a difference it would make. Everything the world teaches us just makes us more unhappy. And so people just keep seeking it out, which seems very backward. Alright, let's see what's going on in November. A lot happening with saints in November. So let's see. St. Martin's feast day must be in here somewhere, I would imagine, because this is the big saints month with All Saints' Day and All Souls. Oh, yep, here we go. The 11th, St. Martin of Tours. Wait. Is Tours and Porres the same? It must be. They just changed the pronunciation or the translation. This is also Veterans Day in the US. And I think, what's it called in the Commonwealth countries where you wear the poppies? I don't think Veterans Day, I think it has a different name. Here's St. Charles Borromeo, very learned. This is funny, so I've had a St. Albert the Great parish, I've had a St. Margaret of Scotland parish. Many other parishes of mine on this month? No. St. Andrew the Apostle, St. Peter's brother. Oh, here's St. Francis Xavier Cabrini, Mother Cabrini. Plenty to celebrate. You know, I'm pretty sure this came up in our last calendar video, but I still don't remember anything about it. So I guess I better go look that back up. Alright, and now we're already to the end of 2024. So let's see what we've got. Very appropriately, the Feast of the Nativity, or as we often call it, Christmas. At the name of Jesus, every knee should bend, of those in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Philippians chapter 2, verses 10 and 11. Look how fat the baby Jesus is in this picture. Little chubby baby. And this is The Adoration of the Shepherds by Juan Bautista Mena, 1615 to 1620. The Meadows Museum at Southern Methodist University, Dallas. It's interesting. So, I'm sure you already know the big celebration this month is Christmas. Yay! But we have some other ones. We have St. John of Canty. He's great. Super like him. If you're having trouble with a job or at work or something, recommend looking him up, reading his story, asking him to put some words in for you. He's great. We've got St. John the Apostle, one of my absolute favorites. The first martyr, St. Stephen. And then, of course, we've got the Holy Innocents, the children who were slaughtered when Herod heard about the birth of Jesus. Here's St. Nicholas up here. A friend of mine from Colombia would always do parties and activities on this day. Apparently St. Nicholas Day is a big celebration in Colombia, and we would put candles onto kind of homemade boats and put them out in the pool. We've got St. John of the Cross here to go along with St. John, Apostle and Evangelist. And of course we have the Immaculate Conception, which is usually a holy day of obligation. So I don't know if it's because it's sometimes on a Monday they don't make it one. They will move it to the Sunday, or like this year, January 1st was not a holy day of obligation. That was still a solemnity, but it's because it was on a Monday. And you know, there's church the day before. And that's for a lot of reasons that I won't go into here. There's different reasons for that. But let's read our fact, our final fact for the year. Catholic Extension publishes Extension Magazine, the second oldest Catholic periodical in the country, sharing inspiring stories about vibrant and transformative Catholic faith communities. So, there you go. And then let's just check. I can't remember. Did we read the fact for last month? I'm relaxing myself every time I pull that back. Nope, I think we missed this fact. We, of course, mostly being me. But Catholic Extension helps subsidize the costs for over 400 seminarians in 4 dioceses every year. That's good to know. I admire everyone going into the priesthood. Glad they get some help. Well, all, We're only at the very beginning of 2024, and yet we've made it all the way through to the end with our feasts and saints. So thank you for spending this time with me. I hope this is a year full of blessings for you. And I look forward to more chats.